sweet souls, and welcome back to Goddess of Bliss Tarot. As always, I'm super pumped to have you guys back. So let's just jump right in. In honor of Valentine's Day, this video is going to be a part of my romance series that is going to be all about getting over your ex. I am well aware that sometimes Valentine's Day can be particularly rough for people, especially my singles out there. So for those of you who are still hung up on someone, it may be the classic definition of an ex. It could also be someone from a situationship. Whoever it is, you will know, trust your intuition, and we will get the guidance for you that you need no matter what. So these are our piles for today. We have a beautiful crystal selection. I'll go through and I'll show you each one. I have some new crystal babies that I'm excited to share with you guys. But first, let's all take a deep breath in. Release. And if you are already ready, you are more than welcome to go ahead and select whichever pile is calling your attention the most. Just click the link in the description below. For those of you who would like to select with the crystals, I just love this. So this is pile 1. She is orange calcite. Ooh, her energy is yummy. Pile 2. He is one of my favorite pieces. Chalcedony. It looks like the spelling of this crystal looks like Chalcedony. And I found out literally yesterday that that's not how you say it. So, you know, just been saying it wrong my whole life. All right, and this gorgeous piece here is smoky quartz. Okay. All right, you guys, I'll see you in your piles. Bye. Hello, pile 1s. My sweet, sweet souls who selected pile number 1. I just want to jump in right off the bat and just let you guys know your energy and this reading is going to be by far the loveliest out of all of the piles. I haven't even done the other piles yet, but I don't need to. I can already tell based off of the energy. So let's look into this. So just based off of your crystal, orange calcite is a wonderful stone to help regain health and vitality. It's extremely energizing. It boosts your confidence, and funnily enough, so it helps get your energy moving by helping you to leave the past in the past so that you can continue moving forward with life. All right, so which is very complimentary for your card. This is one of the most gorgeous death cards I have so many tarot decks, and this is by far my favorite. For me, it's my favorite because look at how full of life she is. She has the appearance, right, based off of her skeleton, of being dead, but actually deep within, she has this abundance, this rebirth of purity and transformation. And I'm seeing that is how you guys move on, is you embrace that change, leave the past in the past, and in doing so, opening the door for something new. Now, some of my pile 1s, this may have been a literal passing, and my heart sincerely goes out to you if that was the case. For others, death doesn't ever have to be, it actually quite usually is not anything literal. It just symbolizes that transition in life that we all have to go through, where everything has its natural cycle. Everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And what happened with this relationship is done. It's over. We'll pull a couple cards. I'm feeling that for a small amount of you, there might be, ooh, this is gonna be tricky. Okay, for a small amount of you, there might be a reconnecting with your ex and a rebirth of the relationship. That's a very, very, very small amount of you, but the message is coming through, so I'm still going to spread the word. For most of you though, this is really liberation. The ending of this relationship is liberation, and you need to start cultivating and nurturing your soul within and understanding that you are not trapped. It feels like you're trapped, understandably so. Loss is incredibly painful. Endings are incredibly painful. No one is in discouragement of that, right? But I see you guys are, even if it doesn't feel like it, you guys are at the ending of even your healing journey. So this rebirth is right around the corner, this feeling better, this replacement of the old stagnant energy from the past and with this person. It's over, it's done. I see you clearing it all out and starting totally over. And if you don't feel like that's where you are in your journey, then this card is coming through as a reassurance that it's not going to take you very long. And the healing process is actually going to be rejuvenating for you. There's going to be a lot of self-discovery, and it's not going to be as painful as transformation can be, and as you feel like sometimes endings and having to readjust can be, right? Okay, so you guys kind of have this skeleton theme rocking, so we're gonna follow suit with my Santa Muerte deck. So, Spirit, tapping in with my pile ones. Literally the card of death and rebirth. Ooh, I'm totally reading from the deck, or from the book for that one. Okay, one more please. How did they get over their ex? It's interesting that these both came over. Okay, so oh, look at this. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Look at how he looks like he's buried. 9 of Pentacles in this deck for me means something different than the traditional 9 of Pentacles, although it does hint at the same tones, where the traditional 9 of Pentacles is all about independence. Oops. It's all about independence, thriving, but, oops, sorry, you guys got it in reverse. And I'm getting that all of the negative aspects of this card, feeling overwhelmed by being forced into independence, that's in your past. You'll be leaving it in your past, and you'll be stepping into this incredibly powerful new beginning. I'm gonna read the book for this one because this is such a unique card that symbolizes the deck just in whole. The advice of the dead that's coming through with this card is to accept the changes that are offered in front of you without fear of cutting ties and cutting yourself off from your old positions, old ideas, or preconceptions. A mutation is imposing itself. So, a profound transformation, a renewal, a true and proper revolution. If it is life that generates death, then death generates life. We are all connected to all that surrounds us, to the people who have come before us and to those who will come from the cradle to the tomb, from the coffin to the womb, in a continual exchange, in a continual regeneration, not of opposites, but of complementary elements. Santa Muerte brings with it new projects, changes, cuts, and the necessary abandonment of what we keep stationary and entangled, like the past or suffocating ties. These changes, however, are not always pain-free, but can bring with them trauma, anger, violence, and loss, including an immobility when we refuse to take on these transmutations. This is insane. The fact that you got death twice and so much transformation and rebirth. You literally got the card out of the deck that, like, look, she's pregnant. Symbolizes rebirth so heavily and so strongly, and that was absolutely complementing the energy that came through at the very beginning. Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. So again, also, this is honoring that, you know, as it mentioned, that transformation can be rough, right? It can be painful. So it's honoring that, but also, again, for you guys, it's coming through as this very calm acceptance level energy. And if you're not there yet, hold on, sweet souls, because I am telling you, it's coming. It's coming. That peace and that acceptance is there. I want to draw a couple of these cards really quick. Let's get some more advice, guidance. Pile number 1. Free yourself. Look, it's time to take back control of your life. Let's get one more. Ooh, and playfulness. And in the back of the deck, we have reconciliation in reverse. Yeah, so someone from your past is returning to your life and you got it in reverse, which means they're not coming back, sweetheart. For one reason or another, they're not going to come back. So there's a need to release that. Now for that very small 1% of you, and you will know if you fall into this category, because when I talk about this, if it brings you a sense of peace and calm and not anxiety or worry, then that, coupled with your intuition, then you will be able to discern whether that message is for you. But for the 1% who this is a rebirth within your relationship, so say for most of you this is like in that 1%, that's like a marriage that needs to be reborn after a loss or a tragedy or a great betrayal. In order for that rebirth within your relationship to happen, though, you have to let go of the past. You have to free yourself and take back control of your life. That is how you're going to recreate a sense of playfulness in your life. Don't rush into any future relationships. You need to honor the rebirth of yourself and of this new phase of your life. And now, speaking to everyone, you need to honor the release of your past and accept that. I mean, even for my 1%ers out there, what's dead within the relationship is dead. It's never coming back. So it has changed you and your partner profoundly. And it's not going to be the same relationship. It's going to have an entirely different flavor and feel. So if that feels natural for you, then, following this guidance is more so about recreating that sense of freedom and taking control of what you want that rebirth to look like, instead of feeling powerless like how he is, where he's stuck under all these rocks. You don't have to have that, okay? For everyone else, though, this is all about acceptance, peace, and honestly, again, I see you guys, this vibrant energy is going to be reborn into your life so soon, like right around the corner, max a couple of months away, so long as you don't get in your own way, okay, and you choose to receive it. Free will is a thing. You have to choose to receive it, because you're not powerless. That's a big message coming through for you guys. You are not powerless to what's going on. There may be, I'm seeing that there's a need to spend some time alone, not isolating yourself to an unhealthy extent, right? Reach out to your support systems, but do that inner work. Use this, you're already in pain, right? And transformation and growth is painful. So why not couple it together? You're gonna hurt anyways, so you may as well get something positive out of it. You may as well get this rebirth into the person that you've always wanted to become. You need to focus forward. Notice how she's looking forward. She's center stage. She's focused on the butterfly, which represents transformation, and we have these flowers, they're white, which is talking about purity and a strong connection with spirit or the divine. whatever you believe in. This is rediscovering that life force within yourself, which makes sense with the orange calcite. You might want to, if you feel called to, check out a local crystal shop and see if they have any orange calcite and it doesn't have to be a big piece. They're all the same size across the board. They're all the same level of power. You will know when you hold it whether or not it wants to go home with you or not. That's just how you choose, right? It's not a size thing, especially because sometimes they can get real expensive, right? But sometimes it's ideal to have just a little kind of pebble size one so you can stick it in your pocket and carry it with you and start focusing on that creative aspect that comes with rebuilding your life. And orange calcite can really help stimulate that creativity, and that boost in confidence and energy will help you grow moving forward and regaining that sense of health and vitality. This is what you guys are moving into. So that's what the need is to focus on. You need to free yourself from your past. Do whatever you need to do to free yourself from your past. I actually want to see if we can get any clarity on, anything specific, Spirit, that can help them in a day-to-day way, in a practical manner, free themselves from their past. Okay, so through each other you find the missing pieces, and it came up in reverse. This is you comforting yourself. This is you understand that you can pick up the pieces and you can be whole again. It's all that self-focus, you guys. That's all that it is. Oh my gosh. I have chills. This was the back of the deck. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. You guys, I have goosebumps. Can you see my goosebumps? I have goosebumps. That is so powerful. Look at all this vibrant kind of energy that you have. Look at this design matches this vibrant, glowing energy. I have chills. So pile one, I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting this reading to be a little bit longer, but the same messages just keep repeating themselves. So I'm going to just leave this here. I hope that this has helped you. If you like this video, if it helped you at all, please press that like button down below. I super appreciate it. It really helps out the channel, and it helps me know whether or not it resonated with you, and if you'd like to see more content like this. If my vibes vibe with your vibes, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, blessed be. Hello, sweet souls who selected pile number 2. My sweet pile number 2s. Right off the bat, I'm getting so many strong intuitive hits, and I just have to say it before we even get started. You need to focus, especially if this was a recent breakup or ending, especially, but either way, across the board. You need to focus on developing new skills. That is how to start that journey forward away from this person. That's how you start transforming in positive ways. You need to start working on learning new things. This new journey forward, there's a need to reassess whether you actually want to get married, and if you do, why. And you can begin manifesting your dream wedding. It can help, I'm seeing, to write it down, every detail that you would like, not the person, not the spouse, but the kind of wedding that you would like, and then take it the next step forward and start manifesting and thinking about and daydreaming about the kind of relationship that you would like. How do you want that relationship to make you feel? Better yet, what do you have to offer that relationship? Now, I'm getting a sense of stagnancy here. Pain can freeze us. And a lot of, not everyone, but a lot of my pile twos, this was relatively recent, at least this sense of ending. The breakup or whatever it was may have officially happened a while ago, but I'm seeing this as a recent realization, or at least the ending of denial, if denial was there, about the fact like, shit. Okay, time to close this chapter, close this book, and start writing the next one. Hang on, you guys. There's a neighborhood dog barking. One second. All right, lovelies. Sorry about that. I just didn't want that distraction in the background. Another quick intuitive hit that just came through. Man, you guys are getting so many right off the bat. It's like you've been ignoring your guides and your inner instincts. It's like your spiritual team is like, oh my gosh, tell them this and then this and then this and then this. From a day-to-day perspective, moment-to-moment perspective, find ways to cultivate and to innovate, that's the word, right there, to innovate that joy, right? So innovating new ways, and even especially silly ways or extravagant ways to enjoy your day. For example, say you consume alcohol and you would like a nice beer at the end of the day. Why don't you treat yourself? Make it kind of fancy, okay? It could be Pabst, right? It could be PBR for all I care. It doesn't matter. Put the glass in the refrigerator, let it freeze, and then pour your beer in at an angle so you don't get a ton of foam. Like little things like that. Those little details are going to add up. Stop taking shortcuts to just get through your day. That's fucking things up for you, man. Like it just is. Doing little things like that, it may sound silly and it may sound stupid and it may even sound like a waste of time, but this is saying that it's not, and it's actually quite essential for you to regain that sense of you again, which is essential. Wow. Okay, that was a lot right off the bat. So let's put your chalcedony here. This is really great. It works with generosity and stability. Very strong with stability. It also encourages that sense of oneness with your community. So reaching out with your friends, some of you kind of fall into that category of, getting into a relationship and kind of forgetting about your friends, right? Or at least just not prioritizing them. You kind of made this person your entire focus, which is a big part of why it's really important for you moving forward to develop skill sets also that will be a really positive distraction for you. You need positive distractions. That dog barking was not a coincidence. That was a distraction that was coming through as an example, right? So you have the power to create positive distractions that aren't irksome. Okay? Oh, so many right off the bat. Honestly, it's a very kind of fast-paced, moving energy once you tune in with it. Exercise as well. Exercise, even if it's just going for a walk around the block. Move your body. It doesn't have to be classic exercise. Maybe the new skill that you learn, maybe it's weightlifting or yoga or, some classic quote unquote sense of fitness and well-being, or maybe it's like taking a dance class. Go take salsa lessons. Go literally push yourself out of your comfort zone, okay? And start cultivating a wider depth to who you are as a person. That way, you will be prepared for your next relationship whenever it happens, to no longer make that person the center of your world, and you're gonna have a much greater, more fulfilling, healthy, balanced, and stable relationship, because you will have achieved that within yourself. I'm seeing that very clearly here. So make time for that self-reflection. I'm seeing some of you really getting into journaling. Journal your dreams too, because like I said, your spiritual team they're really trying to get a hold of you. And a lot of them like to contact us through our subconscious mind whilst asleep. Some of you might be haunted by dreams. Oh, look at that, keep an open mind. Yeah, some of you might be haunted by dreams, by nightmares. That is why you need to distract your mind, distract your subconscious, and start preoccupying it with new positive growth, because that is going to, again, the word cultivate just keeps coming through. Cultivate. So however that can be embodied for you, what kind of energy can you introduce in a way that will feel innovative about your day? It doesn't have to be big. This is what I'm saying. I mean, aside from the developing new skills, they don't even want you to really focus on, I mean, granted, anytime this is the death card in this deck, it's a little bit different because it's represented as the close instead of death itself. Anytime you have that card though, that is massive transformation and life change, okay? So it's very important for you to keep an open mind right now as you move forward into this new chapter. You have to let the past die, do the self-reflection, and regenerate yourself. If it has to come from a relatively kind of low vibrational, negative-ish space, I mean, we're all human, it happens, where you want to, I call it winning the breakup, right? Where you're posting more to social media, you're getting back out there with your friends, you're taking a ton of pictures, and you're just having a ton of fun, even if you're not, even if you're crying every night, right? The face that you're putting forward just in case your ex sees it, or just in case they see it, is oh my gosh, look how great my life is. That's great. Do it. I'm seeing that as being a positive thing, okay? Now, as you move forward, this also, keeping an open mind, this is also talking about that expansion piece, that cultivating new aspects of who you are. This is a baby here. This is the birth of new pieces of who you are. There's so many different pieces going on in this card. Transformation, self-reflection, the development of wisdom, and respecting the fact that as long as you learn, you reflect and you look at it, don't obsess over it, but reflect and look at it, you can learn from your past mistakes and then heal those. Distract yourself with healing. That's beautiful, right? Distract yourself with having fun. Now, also, a quick note that's coming through is many of you feel like you have lost the end-all, be-all one that was truly for you. Well, here's the thing, sister. Here's the thing, brother. That's not how it works. The natural cycle of things will not take away something, be it an actual, God forbid, death, right? But I'm talking about removing living characters from your life. Spirit and the universe will not do that unless it's a part of the natural cycle of things, which means to an extent, it was kind of outside of your control. That's not to say that you should negate responsibility, right? That's a very disempowering way of looking at things. So try and focus on that more as like, if it didn't work with that person, it's because it wasn't supposed to. It really means that there was someone better out there for you. Some of you, your soulmate, their higher self in the 5D actually intervened and kind of helped like facilitate this breakup, because they're tired of waiting for you, and they're tired of you settling for less than what you deserve. They're tired of you, like, in hindsight, everything looks better. It's an actual psychological phenomenon where it's called hindsight bias, where after enough time passes, we forget about the bad, right? We forget about the annoying. I mean, for any of you who have been stuck in that cycle of we break up and get back together and break up and get back together, you'll know what I'm talking about, especially because you have that honeymoon phase and then they start doing the exact same shit that used to piss you off, right? And then you break up and then you forget about all this, the finer details about why you weren't working, why you weren't clicking, why you weren't vibing. And then it takes you repeating that same mistake again and again and again, okay? So this person was not perfect for you. If they were perfect for you and they were meant for you, they would still be in your life right now. Very strong message coming through for you. So you did not lose your end-all, be-all, one true love. You just clearly did not. And you projecting that, it puts this person on a pedestal that I'm sorry, they just don't deserve to be on, even if they were a great person. Say maybe you were the one who fucked up in the relationship. Big whoop. It still doesn't matter. They didn't align with your energy. You need to eliminate negative distractions. This could be unhealthy behaviors or actual negative distractions. So block them. Block them. Close the chapter. Block them. Maybe at some point in the future you might be able to stay friends or become friends, but that cannot be your focus right now. Your focus needs to be on self-reflection and moving forward. And if you want to focus on the past, it needs to be from a student of the universe perspective. And I see you doing that, and it is incredibly transformative for you. Incredibly transformative. And this is also saying, you know, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Stop, you know, like, yeah, you can be specific about different qualities and traits that you want in a person, but I'm telling you, the person I'm with now, there were so many different little details where I used to be like, oh no, I would never date someone like this, or like this, or like this. And he's wonderful. I didn't settle. He's like kind of perfect. So, and I would have missed that opportunity to share at least a piece of my life, no matter what happens, at least a piece of my life with someone truly wonderful. Because if I had gone in with those blinders of like, no, I don't want to deal with that, or no, I don't want to deal with that. Like, for example, he's just a teensy bit shorter than me, and I used to always be like, oh, like, I used to think it was the biggest deal, where like the guy couldn't even be the same height as me. He had to be taller. And then my partner now comes along a little bit shorter than me, and it doesn't even bother me at all. He's still the most attractive person I have ever seen in my life. Don't pass up that opportunity, that version for you with a wonderful person by putting on those strict, like, oh, like, I won't do this, or I won't do this, right? Obviously now that have your strong boundaries in the ways that make sense, right? Where you won't put up with immature or crap or low quality behavior. That's not fudgeable, okay? Identify your needs and then identify your wants, and you can kind of compromise with the wants, okay? But an actual need is non-negotiable. Identify what your needs are. and then have that, because you guys have too many restrictions right now, especially like with keeping this person, your ex, on a pedestal. Every single person that you meet moving forward is never going to feel good enough, because you're constantly comparing them to your ex or to this past person, instead of seeing the person for who they truly are and what they have to offer, which is quite different from what your ex had to offer. That could actually not only be fulfilling your needs, but fulfilling your wants that you didn't even know that you had. So keep an open mind moving forward, okay? This is not to say, okay, it's not to say to rush into another relationship. You need that time to heal and to be alone and to work on your skill development. Because if you just jump into another relationship without doing this inner work, you're just going to be repeating the exact same painful lessons, but with a different person. And then you can just add on that extra emotional baggage that's a pain in the ass to sort through. Take it from someone who knows, right? So do the work. Identify your needs versus your wants, right? Who you are as a person, everything. You already know what you need to do. And then work on rebuilding yourself by expanding yourself, learning about yourself, learn new skills. And it's not like you have to say you take salsa lessons, right? It's not saying you have to commit the rest of your life to salsa lessons. It's just saying take at least one or two, right? Explore, do something silly, do something different, do something fun. Okay, that's going to be a very important piece of you building your future moving forward. Now, some of you, I am seeing you can benefit by dating. I'm talking like the old-fashioned sense of dating, right? Where you allow the person to court you. You practice that give and take, right? Or you court the person. Be very transparent with them. Like, hey, I'm not looking for anything serious right now. I just want to date. It's just a fun way to get to know people in a different way. So some of you can heal by doing that. It'll especially help because you'll meet some really cool people. And at the very least, if you don't want to date, to jump back into the dating game, if that feels too fresh or too hurtful, that's fine. But go make new friends. Especially for those of you who have shared friends with your ex. Go make new friends. I'm not saying that this is saying, like drop your old friends, and unless you want to, but if you still love your shared friends, you can maintain those relationships. You don't have to drop them, but you need to make new ones. Okay? And trust in timing, trust in the natural cycles of things. I'm seeing that very clearly too. The moon, we're at a full moon right now. Now this is a timeless pick a card reading, so it doesn't really matter when you're watching it, but as I'm filming this is a full moon. If the moon woke up tomorrow morning and she was like, I want to be first quarter, she could either agonize about the fact that she's not in first quarter and she's going to have to wait through the natural cycle of things until finally, she makes that full rotation and she's able to come back around to that specific cycle, place in the cycle, or she can enjoy each phase along the way. You need to learn how to enjoy the single phase of your life. It's going to play a core part in discovering the sense of identity that you will need in order to, again, cultivate. That's such a strong word coming through for you, but cultivate the healthy relationship that you want, that you're dreaming about, that you're manifesting. Don't search for it, okay? Just, it will come to you naturally. And the way that it will come to you naturally is by you doing this work and by you focusing on what you need to do in order to move forward, in order to heal, and in order to have fun, okay? It's worth waiting for. And then then once you have discovered this new sense of self, you've created this new person, you're able to spend your days doing things that you love, that's when, bam, the universe is going to drop that person into your life. If you're constantly on the lookout, you're affirming to the universe a sense of lack. You're confirming, hey, I don't have what I need. And you'll just push the person further away. Your person, your one true big love, is going to be kept away from you until you do this work and find these additional pieces of your identity that you've kind of just been blowing off. Reconnect with your friends, reconnect with other people, build new relationships, commit to yourself and to your life. And then when you have this new person, whoever you end up dating again in the future, you will learn not to sacrifice everything that you've worked so hard for to create, to allow your identity to become, and your soul focus to become, if not your soul focus, at least most of it. It was out of balance on that person, right? You'll be able to maintain your sense of self moving forward. So many messages from my pile twos. Yeah, there's a need to find balance and stability. All right, any final messages? Show the world the real you, and it's come up in reverse. You don't even know who the real you is. Do you? Am I wrong? You need to expect powerful change from this moment. Embrace it, claim it, and get to know the real you. It's funny that I said that when I was filming, that we're in the full moon, and you happen to get the full moon to come up. That's cool. Self-identity, man, and building and creating, again, cultivating the sense of this new person that you want to become and that you've always wanted to become. Final card, please, for my pile number twos. Let me know if this is all making sense for you guys, if this is resonating, because these messages are so strong, like so strong. Oh my goodness. Ooh, look at that. Muse of emotions. Master your emotions. For some of you, doing something creative will really help you in this moving forward. So I'm gonna put her over here. And find your muse. Find what makes you tick. That is how you move forward. That's your golden ticket forward. Also, something fun that you might want to do is, spend time in nature. Maybe go to what's it called? I want to say aquarium. I don't think that's right though. Is it right? Go to an aquarium. We'll just call it that. Let me know what it is, what I'm actually trying to say. Or a planetarium. Focus on connecting with nature, because when we do that, it naturally allows us to reconnect with the nature of who we are. And it will allow you to go with the flow. You'll feel calm, you'll feel balanced. Look how balanced she is. And it's I can't help but notice that it's a mirror reflection. So that self-reflection, that is how you guys achieve the muse of emotions. She is the master of her emotions. Okay, she cannot be swayed. She's a superstar of her life, and she shares that with other people. She doesn't give it away. I see you guys taking these steps forward, and I'm seeing a really beautiful, domino effect. You gotta start tipping over the first few dominoes to get things going. And then I see a lot of expansion for you. So much expansion for you. Whew. All right, pile two. Sorry, I know this was a little bit of a longer one, but those messages, man, they were coming through so strongly for you guys. But, devote yourself to yourself. and identify the truly infinite potential that you have within you, and then choose how you want to birth that into your new reality. Woo! Wow, this one was cool. I liked your guys' reading. That was dope. Okay, if you liked this reading, please press that like button down below. That way I know. Also, it really helps out the channel, so I super appreciate it. And of course, I super appreciate you guys always coming back and visiting. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if my vibes vibe with your vibes, go ahead and subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Alrighty, hello sweet souls, my sweet souls who selected pile number 3 and the smoky quartz. So many intuitive hits right off the bat. It's funny, the last pile was like this too. Okay, many of you might even still be with this person or strongly connected to it, like you have to see them a lot. Let's just start with the crystal. All right, so the crystal talks about leaving behind what is bad for you. If it does not serve your highest purpose in life, if it does not serve you good, you need to leave it behind, is the message of this crystal and this card. Literally saying to swim away from the situation. For some of you, this is an abusive relationship, in which case you really need to reach out for help and resources, be that therapy, any form of the legal department, family, friends, okay? Make sure that you're taking care of yourself and you're safe, all right? This is a dark message coming through, but domestic violence is a real thing. And everyone always thinks it's not going to happen to them, right? You never think the tragedy is going to happen to you. So if you find yourself in that situation, again, I'm sorry, this is a dark message, but it's coming through for someone who needs to hear it. You need to get the fuck out yesterday, okay? Go to a women's shelter if you need to, for my females out there, for my feminines. Reach out, find resources, get help. I'm seeing like local police department can help you. If you need like a restraining order, this is not a good person, okay? And I know how hard that is to hear, especially when you love someone, and especially when you have all of these kind of ideals wrapped around what you know that they're capable of, the person that you know that they're capable of being, that person that you get every once in a blue moon, that just, oh, when you get it, it's so magic, and you feel like everything's changed for the better, but then it goes away, and then you're just left hanging on a hook until the next time you get to experience that, constantly wanting this person to change. If this is not a dark or toxic relationship that you're in, I'm getting that a lot of you are still in this situation, or you're trying to get out of it, or congratulations, good job, you did get out of it. But a lot of you are still in this situation, I'm seeing. If you are still in the situation, you need to get safe. You need to detoxify your life from this, and you need to get help, okay? I know it's dark and it's intense, but I mean, it's also fitting with your crystal. Smoky quartz is go pick up some smoky quartz, man. It's a protective stone. It helps detox and cleanse your body and your auric field, your energetic body, of any negative emotions. Sorry if you hear my puppers in the background. He loves when I do readings, so if you guys ever hear him, that's just his way of sending his love and his hello. Do your best, for those of you who are stuck in this situation and your pets are playing a role, do your best to get the pets out of this situation as well. You will know in your heart the right thing to do, okay? yeah, you need to, this also helps relieve, smoky quartz also helps relieve fear. All right. And it invites emotional calmness, which is what you need. Okay. It dissolves negative emotions and it just kind of helps things. Now, crystals, that power is never outside of yourself. Okay. They just act, sorry, they just act like a catalyst. Oh, you guys are really going through it. My fur baby's like, he's concerned. Oh, my heart goes out to you guys. I'm so sorry that you've been through this or that you're going through this. There's a need to heal and to forgive yourself. Fuck forgiving them if you don't want to. I know that that's a big thing in the spiritual community and just in general. People are like, you need to forgive the person, yada yada. I mean, maybe I'm just stunted in my own emotional and spiritual journey. I don't think that you need to forgive people who have deeply hurt you. I'm sorry, you just don't, in my opinion. I deal with it by finding peace with forgiving myself for dealing with it, for putting up with it, and in pride and self-love and self-respect and the fact that I was strong and I got out of the toxic situation. I've been in this, okay? I've been here. I know this energy very well. In a lot of ways, my experience dealing with living through those darker energies and those darker times, it allows me to connect with people who I otherwise wouldn't be able to relate to. The energy wouldn't vibe, it wouldn't make sense. So it allows me to help other people. And someday you will be able to turn around and do the same for someone else if you are not already doing that. Whew. Sorry you guys, I had to put my fur baby to bed. I'm trying to get him to calm down. Wow, he never makes this much noise in a reading. Sorry if it's distracting. He's just like really upset by this energy. He does not like that you guys are in this. So, okay, now I'm gonna read from the book for you guys. Now, shark, swim away from this situation. Think of this as the Lovers reverse from traditional tarot. You've been hanging around a bloodthirsty shark and they've hurt you before. Quick side note, for some of you, this is a friend that you need to cut out of your life. There's a lot of gossip and betrayal and toxic energy there as well. You need to cut them out of your life. You'll know who you are. Okay. And they've hurt you before. So this could refer to a lover, or it could refer to another loved one, such as a friend or a family member. The message came through anyways. To put it simply, you deserve better treatment, and you're never going to find it with them. Leave now. Situations like this often grow so dire that you no longer feel safe swimming away. So, get the fuck out. Okay? Get the fuck out. Whew. And if you have, well, I'm getting that a lot of you. Stick around if you already have. I'm sure that those messages will come up later, but these messages are coming through for the majority of you who are still in these situations, okay? So just sit tight. We're gonna pull out the big boys here. Powerful goddesses. I love this oracle deck. I love it, I love it. Let's get some help. Let's get some divine wisdom here. All right. Ooh. Oh my gosh, okay. Look at that. Okay, stillness. She talks about and romantic love in reverse. I'm gonna see if I can get one more. The future. Okay. Quick side note, it did come through in one of the other piles as well, but there's a need to focus on mastering something in your life, be it a skill. For some of you, it's as simple as you've been financially dependent on this person and you need to put together a resume. You need to learn that skill. Go to your public library, Google how to do it, right? Things like that. Start taking baby steps, okay? You don't have to do it all at once and you don't have to do it alone. Now, stillness. This is what I'm saying, where it's like sometimes you can feel frozen. There's so much ice. She's basically an ice queen, which in this situation is exactly what you need to be, my sweets. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. You need to be an ice queen to this person, because these people are master fucking manipulators. They're sharks, man. They're natural predators, be it emotional or otherwise. So you need to create a sense of stillness and calm within yourself and ice up your heart. You can work on thawing it later when you're not in fight or flight mode. Well, I guess technically it's fight, flight, or freeze, okay? Right now, though, that's a survival mechanism that is going to help you. Anytime that you start to get feelings of overwhelming rage or fear or depression, you need to ice that shit out, okay? For some of you, my more witchy types, this is an actual like spell or ritual that you can do. If you're struggling with a person, and it doesn't have to just be this kind of situation, it could be anyone, it can be an annoying coworker, right? If you're struggling with a person, you can write their name down on a piece of paper and put it in like a disposable container, cover it in water. You can put a little bit of sugar in as well to make the situation sweeter, and then put that fucker on ice. Sorry, I'm swearing a lot, but it's just, it's an intense energy that's coming through. Put them in the freezer. It helps heal. Like, I know how it sounds. It's worth a try though, because it almost instantly calms down your reactivity within the situation. And generally sometimes too, it can kind of defer them as well. They can get distracted with other things. Speaking of distractions, my fur baby. Finding comfort with pets can be helpful as well. Emotional support animals, once you get into a safe place, okay? Don't bring an innocent creature into a situation where they would be in danger, right? Save yourself first so that you can then save another person. In my world, pets are people. They are, honestly, they're better than people. So, yeah, and it's actually funny because that was one of the earlier messages that it was just kind of a brief energy, so it wasn't coming through super strong, so I didn't really mention it, but that was coming through in the beginning as well when I was tapping into your energy. So working with pets can help you. Also, for those of you who aren't pet people, say you have kiddos in this situation, your focus needs to go into protector mode. No matter what it means, you will know you can make the situation end by getting out, by leaving. Sorry that this is so intense, but someone needs to hear it, so we're just running with it. I know that it's scary right now because you can't see. I'm seeing that you can't really see the future, right? Which is probably why a lot of you are on YouTube looking for tarot readings, right, to help for guidance. Feel free to check out any of my other videos, and comment down below if you have any specific video topics that you would like, and I'd love to make that video for you. So, just let me know. We'll make that happen, no problem. But so it can be scary moving forward because you either feel like you don't have a future without this person, or in general, and you do. This card came up for a reason. You do, you're just blocking it. So also, you don't have a future with this person anymore. You have a future for yourself, okay? The future with this person, I mean, free will is the thing. You either choose to stay or you choose to go. But no matter what you end up doing, it is a choice. Even if it doesn't feel like it, if you end up staying, that is a choice. Now, for those of you who are stuck dealing with, say it's not as extreme as a lot of these messages coming through. Say it's just a toxic fuckhead of a person that you're stuck co-parenting with, for example. There's going to be a need. I'm seeing give up any sense of hope of anything romantic with this person, because that's not a possibility. You may want it to be a possibility, but it's not a possibility. Ice out your heart with that, okay? That's your first step of advice. If it's plausible or possible, you know, trying to get full custody can help. Otherwise, you just have to do your best to be your own colorful, beautiful self and limit your interactions with that person as much as possible. It can also help to document, particularly with they give you a sense of unease types, or even honestly just in general. Documenting what they do and how they treat you and how they treat your kids or anyone or anything that you're responsible for, you know, even your property. Document it. Take pictures, because if it turns into a legal thing in the future, you'll have it all fresh right there. You won't have to relive it. You won't have to deal with any of that. Some of you did. I'm seeing some of you did have to deal with that, and I'm very sorry. And if that was you, don't rush into feeling like you have to open your heart to another person again. Don't open your heart to anyone other than your loved ones who treat you right? Your actual true support system. They're not manipulative. They're loving and supportive, right? Open your heart to your kids, to your pets, and start to work on finding that inner love for yourself, okay? Because you're out of balance right now with that, rightfully so. This kind of shit fucks with our sense of inner being. If that's how it feels in this relationship, it's toxic and it's not for you. No romance is in your future with this person. The universe is actually trying to step in. Wow. My fur baby is so like restless right now. It's funny because if you notice the effects just of my fur baby, right? Feeling me, right? He's connected with me and my emotions as I channel your energy. So I'm going to have to end this reading relatively soon because it has him in distress. But do you see the effects that it has, the consequences that it has, the ripple effects that it has, right? At the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you. And if you don't feel strong enough to do that, you have to do what's best for the people you are responsible for and the people you love and care about. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. This isn't, I'm not seeing the romantic side of this. I'm seeing like your feelings are real. These kind of people like to invalidate. The sharks, right? They like to invalidate. They like to gaslight. They like to make you feel like, why would you feel like that? I'm the victim here, right? Your feelings and your experience in this situation, they're real and you need to explore them. Oh, wow, stuff is just, wow. Look, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Smoky quartz is really wonderful with that. One final card, please. This is just like the repeating messages. Ooh. Is just get out, get out. Oh, look, okay. Codependency. So the past, I'm not going to leave this card out because it's very like, this could be a karmic partner through which you're learning a soul lesson. So ask the universe, ask spirit, well, please, what's my lesson here? What the hell do I need to learn so I can let this person go and move forward and regain my sense of lighthearted energy again, right? Yeah, addictions are affecting your romantic life. The time has come to clear your energy and your feelings are real and worth exploring. So don't let anyone invalidate you or your experience, okay? Because they're real and it's real. And this is for most of you, this isn't news, right? You just needed a little push and support and confirmation from the universe, which is why these messages are coming through for you. I'm going to pull one last card. It's just their power thought cards. You can pause the video and screenshot it or take a picture of it so that you can refer back to this mantra that will help you get through this challenging time. For those of you who already went through all of this, you got to work on clearing your energy and maybe doing some therapy to look at patterns of codependency that could be playing a role in your life. Look at how to break patterns. You need to do the work. You got to look at your feelings and explore it. And if you're already doing that, this is the universe, the full power of the universe coming in and saying, good fucking job. We are so proud of you. Keep up the good work. That is the only way forward. That's the only way to get rid of the pain. Okay. I am at peace with my age. Okay, each age has its own special joys and experiences. I am always the perfect age for where I am in life. So some of you may, here, in case you want to screenshot it. Yeah, that's one. Some of you may worry that, you know, if you've been, especially if you've been married or in a relationship for a long time, you may feel like you've missed the window. You haven't, okay? Last card, please. Why is that baby so restless? Okay. Final card. Pause these, please, to help them through this. Okay. As I move through the layers of other people's opinions and beliefs, I see within myself a magnificent being, wise and beautiful. I love what I see in me. It is safe to look within. Wow, look at that. It is safe to look within. You need to get safe. You need to look within, and you'll start to heal, and you'll find sunshine in your future. Oh, wow, look. This was the back of the deck. I am mentally and emotionally equipped to enjoy a prosperous and loving life. It is my birthright to deserve all good. I claim my good. Okay, so use those mantras. Oh, look. I deserve the best and I accept the best now. That was the other side of this. And with these flowers, I'm just seeing like, yeah, there's positive growth if you choose to receive it, okay? So using these mantras, your brain listens to what you tell it, okay? So tell it nice things, tell it empowering things to help you get through this. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys, that was intense, but I mean, I should have known with the smoky quartz. You have a really glorious future ahead of you. Genuinely, I am seeing that. A really glorious future ahead of you. You just have to claim it and understand that it is possible to look back one day from a space of, wow, okay, all is good in my life. That's possible for you if you want it. No matter how impossible it seems, you can do it. Okay? So comment down below if you would like to share any of, your struggle. I get it. I feel you. I was there. And I can tell you, all is well in my life now. It took a lot of work. I don't put up with toxic bullshit anymore. So it's a possibility. And now I'm able to help people and connect with people on better levels because of what I've been through and because I chose to heal from it instead of stay in it, right? I swam away. So use me as your living proof. I know that this was rough, but my heart really does go out for you. You guys are strong. You can do this. And if you liked this video, please don't forget to press that like button. It helps me know and it really helps support the channel, so I really appreciate it. If my vibes vibe with your vibes, then go ahead and subscribe. Until next time, bye you guys.